NIO is truly for the people. This is via electric.co. They just did an article today, this morning. Despite recently announced tariffs on Chinese-made EVs imported into Europe, NIO has officially launched its EL8 SUV overseas. It will initially be sold in the EU markets as NIO touts its commitment to sales in the region despite the looming threat of import fees. NIO has been harnessing 10 years of EV innovation since it was founded in China. Its journey to today's rank as one of the world's leading all-electric automakers began with a flagship SUV called the ES8. Last month, NIO rolled out its 500,000th car off its assembly line, and to mark the milestone, completed a unit of the ES8 that started it all. Since 2021, NIO has been expanding outside of its native China and into Europe, initially setting up showrooms and offering test drives of its models, like the EL8. In regions like Norway before beginning official sales. It's worth noting, too, Norway isn't a part of the EU, so I don't know. They don't have to deal with like all those, I don't know if Norway is going to put them high tariffs on China and their EVs. So that's good for NIO. Today, NIO sells 5 all-electric models in the EU, including ET7, ES7, ET5, ET5T, and ES6. However, due to nameplate, the Chinese automaker had to change the model badges of its SUVs to L instead of S, so European customers could buy an EL7 or EL6 instead. Despite the name changes, these are the same models produced in China and shipped overseas in growing numbers. Following an announcement by NIO this morning, its flagship EL8 has officially launched in Europe, despite recently announced tariffs on Chinese imports. The refreshed model, based on NIO's NT 2.0 platform, was launched in China earlier this year. It includes a cockpit chip upgrade and 2 electric motors that deliver a maximum output of 480 kilowatt and 0 to 62 miles per hour time in 4.1 seconds. The SUVs will be supported by the automaker's growing footprint of charging infrastructure in Europe. According to the automaker, it currently operates 43 battery swap stations, 45 regional superchargers, and over 600,000 third-party chargers available to its customers. NIO's decision to launch a new EV like the EL8 in Europe is interesting, as the EU Commission announced plans to impose tariffs on Chinese vehicles by up to 48%. According to CNEV Post, NIO in particular is looking at 21% tariffs on all models imported into the region. NIO has publicly denounced the tariffs, but has expressed a sentiment of perseverance, vowing to continue its expansion in Europe, and the EL8 launch is a clear sign of that bold resolve. The EU tariffs are expected to go into effect on July 4th, but some countries like Germany are fighting the fees, arguing that they hurt local OEMs who support their European-built vehicles to China. Regardless of how the tariffs pan out, NIO appears unwavering in its quest to become a leading EV automaker in Europe. I dig that. I heard that about all the big legacy automakers in Germany and whatnot, that they export their cars to China, so they know China's just gonna, I guess, levy all them fees on back to them, because the EU is punishing China for trying to sell EVs to Europe. So either way, more NIO cars will be sold in China than any German car, because like I said, it would be harder for Germany to operate in China, because now we got this whole little trade war going on, which really doesn't need to happen. I don't know why they're doing this, but that's really cool. I really love, and you know what's funny about NIO? I had no idea their battery swap stations in China, they're actually free to the people. Like, that's why I started the video off by saying NIO is for the people. Or did I say that? Or is that, I might have just said that in my mind. I don't know. I think I said that out loud. I don't know. NIO for the people. I think I did say that. But I had no idea their battery swap stations were free. Um, so NIO is going to persevere. So tell me what y'all think. And I'm looking forward to the future. So have a beautiful, blessed night, everybody. Bye-bye.